Marcus from the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. This week we're talking about mind and body, and I'm focusing on balance and different activities you can do to improve your balance. You have different systems working together to control your balance, and your brain or mind is the one that controls all those systems working together. The three systems that are working together are your muscles, which include your joints and your bones, your vision, and also a tiny part in the inside of your ear. They all work together to help maintain your balance. I'm going to go over 5 different activities that you can do to start to improve your balance. Let me show you the first activity. So you're going to start off by you can do a tall kneel like this with both knees on the ground, or you could do a half kneel by putting one foot in front like this. The important thing is to make sure that you're kneeling nice and tall and not resting back on your foot like this. So from this position, you're going to take your opposite arm from the opposite leg and you're going to reach across and try to grab something, challenging your balance, and bring it to the other side. So I have these little turtles that I like to use, but you can use stuffed animals or bean bags or things like that at home. After doing a couple of them, it's important to switch legs and bring your other foot forward and then reach with your opposite hand across your body like this. So we got 3 more. We got an orange one, we got a blue one, and last, a red one. The second activity we're going to do is we're going to stand on an unstable surface. So I have a cushion here that I'm going to stand, and I'm going to pick up a beanbag and I'm going to toss it into a ring. So when standing on an unstable surface, it's really important to first kind of get your balance to make sure that you feel nice and secure, because this is very challenging because it's kind of wobbly by my feet. So I'm going to slowly bend down and pick up a beanbag, and then I'm going to try to toss it into a ring. So let's see if I can get the rest of them in, making sure that I'm focusing on keeping my balance, looking at what I'm tossing. A couple more. And you can do this activity by standing on a couch cushion, a pillow, and you can toss, like if you don't have bean bags at home, you can toss teddy bears or stuffed animals or things like that. It's just a good activity to kind of challenge your balance on an unstable surface. The third activity we're going to use is actually walking on, I like to call it like a tightrope that you see like in a circus, but it's just walking on a line. You can use a line that you find out here. I'm at a tennis court, or you can use a piece of painter's tape on the floor or chalk for outside. So when I do this activity, I like to pretend that I'm carrying something across with both my hands. And it's really important to walk heel to toe and keep your feet nice and straight and forward while keeping your balance. So it may take you a little bit of time to walk across to the certain spot, and then I like to bring whatever I'm carrying down that way. I'm also going to walk back, making sure I still keep that heel to toe pattern. And then I'm going to grab my next one and walk it back, making sure. Now you can keep your arms out to the side if that's easier to keep your balance. You can keep them close together. Whatever you find is most helpful. So you're going to keep just bringing your toe heel to toe until you bring to the next line. You're going to walk it back. We got one more turtle to carry across. Making sure I stay nice on that tightrope and I don't fall off onto either side. Let's see if I can make the last one without making any mistakes. Okay, I did it! Last turtle. The fourth activity, we're going to first start off by just something really simplistic that you can do, is standing on one foot to challenge your balance. So let's start off by standing on one foot for 10 seconds. So I'm going to bring one foot up and stand nice and tall. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to switch because it's important to practice your balance on both of your feet. Let me bring the other one up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if that's getting really easy for you to do at home, you can make it a little bit more challenging by either playing catch with someone or bouncing a ball, like a tennis ball, back and forth. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to stand on one foot and then I'm going to bounce a tennis ball back and forth. Let's see if I can do this 10 times in a row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see if I can do it on my other foot. Ready? Let's bring it up. This one's a little more trickier for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now anytime you're doing that activity, if you need to touch your foot down to help keep your balance, that's totally fine, and then just bring it right back up. Okay, for our fifth and final activity, we're going to kind of build off of what we just did for our fourth one with standing on one foot. So we're going to hop on one foot on all of these circles. Now if you don't have circle markers like this at home, you can use chalk, or you can use pieces of tape to put on the floor, but it's really important. So this is going to be challenging because it's also, we're moving, so we're going to hop on one foot. Let me see if I can get across all of these colors. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it's important too to practice on both legs. So I'm going to walk back and then we're going to do it on the other side. Again, if you have to put a foot down while you're hopping for some extra balance, that's fine too. So let's see if we can do it on this one. Ready? 1, oops, let's try it again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew, that one was tricky for me. Now, if that's too hard and you want to try something simple, or I shouldn't say simple, but a little easier, you can move the circles so that you do a different kind of jumping pattern. Let me show you what this one would look like. So when you see just one circle, you're just going to hop on one foot, and when you see two next to each other, both feet are going to come down. Let me show you what this one looks like. So we're going to hop, jump, hop, jump, hop. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you guys get to go outside and do some fun things and work on your balance. See you later.
Hi, my name is Velma Bell Clark. I am an intervention specialist at Mary Bethune School, and I have the pleasure to talk to you today about mind and body. Healthy body and a healthy mind converts to energy. Energy for the brain to work, energy for the body to work. One important thing to remember, one way to ensure a healthy mind and healthy body is to start with a good breakfast. I like fruit smoothies. I go to the freezer, take out my favorite frozen fruit, put it in the blender, and add coconut water as the base. I blend it and then pour it into my cup. It's just that simple. Some people prefer to use skim milk, coconut milk, or even almond milk. It's all up to whatever you prefer. And then you need your fiber. My favorite fiber is oatmeal. I open up my pack, put it into the bowl, add a half a cup of water, and pop it in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. Once it's done, I put in my fruit, cranberries, maybe some almonds. Other days I use banana and pecans. I change the combination of fruit and nuts so that it's not the same combination of breakfast every day. This isn't the only healthy breakfast that you can have. Go to Google, type in healthy breakfast, and hundreds of breakfast combinations will pop up. You can mix it up from day to day. After you have your healthy breakfast, make sure that you get in some exercise. It is extremely important to exercise throughout the day. Not all day, but a little bit here and a little bit there throughout the day. One type of exercise you can get in, since it's been so beautiful outside, is to ride your bike with your friend. Just get out, ride, get your body moving, get your heart rate up. My favorite type of exercise is volleyball. Whether I'm playing with a team or just a friend or by myself, volleying the ball outside, my body is moving and I'm getting my heart rate up. If you have the room in your driveway and you have a basketball net, Invite a friend over to play a game of basketball. After you all have completed your games, ensure that you disinfect all equipment. Get a disinfectant or disinfectant wipe and clean your equipment and put it aside to dry. When you're done, if you're outside, go in, wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And a good way to gauge that 20 seconds is to say your alphabets from A to Z. Make sure that you're washing your hands front, back, between your fingers, and when you're done, that you thoroughly dry. It's also important to have a healthy lunch. Again, a fruit smoothie with your lunch is a great way to get in some fruit and vegetables, because I also put in spinach leaves. And later in the next lesson, you're going to find out different ways to make different types of fruit smoothie, so you don't get bored with the same one over and over. It's also important that you get in 8 ounces of water with each meal of the day. And for this lunch, I am going to show you how to put together a simple chicken wrap. So let me get my things. The dressing that I'm using today is Chipotle ranch. I am loving this dressing. I've been using it all summer. I picked it up over at Aldi's. The first thing you want to do is to lay out your tortilla shell. Line it with lettuce. And within this lettuce, there's spinach also. That helps you to get in good vitamins for the day. On top of your lettuce, put some strips of chicken. You want to put your tomatoes right in the center. On top of the tomatoes, I'm going to use bell pepper. Today we're using yellow. They have the green, they have the red, orange. All of them are sweet, delicious. And then I'm going to top it off with a little of the cheddar cheese. The best way to roll is to go tuck from the middle, tuck in your sides, and then continue to roll. Right? I like to have mine with a little bit of fruit, whether it's oranges, an apple. Today, great. That's a healthy lunch. And just like the breakfast, it's not the only healthy lunch that you can have. Again, you can research healthy lunches and find out different combinations that's easy to make. This is simple for you to put together. Just make sure a parent can help you to prep, to cut the chicken, to cut your tomatoes, and to cut your bell pepper. And then you can put it together yourself. It's a simple, healthy lunch. You'll enjoy it, I promise. Then, throughout the day, again, we're snacking on a little bit of exercise here and there. Back outside with a friend for a fun game of football. Now, you don't need a whole team to play football. You could just toss the ball back and forth between you and a friend. The most important part is that you're moving. You can have a game of soccer. Same thing. You don't need a whole team to play soccer. You can dribble the ball between you and a friend. As long as you're getting cardio and get your heart rate up and you're moving, that's exercise. One other important routine is extremely important for the mind and the body is your bedtime routine. It is extremely important to shut down all electronics 2 hours before bedtime. And I know you're probably saying, it's summertime, I don't have a bedtime. But a routine for bed is extremely important for a healthy body and a healthy mind. So even in the summer, set a bedtime. 2 hours prior, shut down your electronics. Grab a good book from your home library or one that you have gotten from the library, and just crawl up in the corner of a chair or in the bed and read a good story. I wrote a poem to help us to remember what it is we need to do. So it says, if you want a healthy mind, treat your body good all the time, eat right, exercise, and get the proper rest. Then your body will work its best. And it kind of goes to a tune. And it goes like this. If you want a healthy mind, treat your body good all the time, eat right, exercise, and get the proper rest. Then your body will work its best. I love that. It's perfect to help you remember what it is you need to do. Eat right, exercise, get your water in, healthy lunch, healthy dinner, and your bedtime routine to shut electronics down, wind your mind down so that your body can truly rest and repair for the next day. I really enjoyed coming to you and talking about mind and body, healthy mind, healthy body. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Valentine, an occupational therapist with Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and I have today with me my niece,
Kylie,
to help with this activity. And this is one that I absolutely love to do at home with my family, and I'm going to help Kylie start this tradition for her family today. And the big thing that we're going to be talking about today is gratitude. And if you don't know what that means, gratitude is the quality or feeling of being grateful or thankful. So this is when you feel really happy that somebody did something nice for you, you would have gratitude. So whenever you tell somebody thank you, that would be when you're feeling grateful or have gratitude. And so I have made a little gratitude jar. And this is a jar that I keep at home myself. It just is really simple. It says the word gratitude, and I have one little sticker on it. And inside there's a bunch of little notes of different things that I'm grateful for. So today we're going to help Kylie make her own gratitude jar to use with her and her own family. This is just a recycled pretzel jar that we're going to use. We're going to decorate it a little bit and turn it into something really nice so she can keep it in her house with her family. We're just going to use some tape, some colored paper, and some markers. But you could use stickers, or you don't even have to decorate it at all if you don't like. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna put tape to put the paper on the front and back sides of our gratitude jar, okay? I'm gonna roll the tape up like this into a little circle and stick it on the back of the paper. We'll do a couple pieces like that. So you roll it up and kind of stick it onto itself. We'll do one there. And then can you stick that right on the front there? Great. So we've got one piece stuck on there, and let's do the back piece. Can you hold this one? It's a little windy here today. We're just doing 2 pieces of tape, but if you need more or less, you can do however you'd like. Good job. Great. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw the words gratitude jar on the front here so that her whole family knows what we're making, and then Kylie's going to draw a picture on the back, okay? Alright, so we finished decorating our jar. We just wrote the name on the front. Kylie drew a little picture on the back, and she left either side blank so that her brothers can help decorate it too. So this will be a family jar for all of them to share. It's really important to practice gratitude and think about all the different things that you're grateful for. First of all, it's really, really good for your mental health, helps make you feel happy and loved. It also can be really good for your physical health, and there's research that shows that practicing gratitude helps you sleep better, which seems crazy. And the last thing is it can really help boost your self-esteem and help you feel really good about yourself and your life around you. So we are going to go ahead and get started with her gratitude jar. But while we do that, we're gonna do this gratitude scavenger hunt. So we are gonna check off all of these different things on this gratitude scavenger hunt to give us a little starting point for our gratitude jar. We're gonna go around and find something that's your favorite color, find something outside that you like to look at, find someone, a family member, a friend, or a pet that you love being with, find your favorite place to rest or spend time alone, find something you like to see or do in the morning when you wake up, find something that makes you laugh, and find something that you like to share with others. So we're gonna go around and find all of these things to get our gratitude jar started. All right, we're gonna start the scavenger hunt with Kylie. So what's the first one?
Find something that is your favorite color.
All right, what's your favorite color, Kylie?
Blue.
All right, let's look around the backyard and see if we can find something that's your favorite color, blue.
Slip and slide.
The slip and slide. All right, so we're gonna check that off. That we found the first one. What's the second one?
Find something outside that you like to look at.
What outside do you like to look at?
Flowers.
The flowers? All right, let's go look at the flowers. So pretty. All right, so we found a second one, so check that one off. All right, what's the next one? Oh, your dog Jackson, he's right there for you. All right, we're gonna go through and find the rest of the things and we'll get back to you, okay? All right, so we went around and finished our entire scavenger hunt and we started writing down all of Kylie's answers on little sheets of paper that we're gonna fold up and put inside the jar. We're gonna write, we have one more to write though. So we're just use any type of paper you can use, and I'm just gonna kind of tear it into a little strip. And Kylie's gonna write the last one. So the last one is find something you like to share with others.
I like to share my baby doll with my cousin Grace.
Yeah, she loves to share that with Grace. Great, so we wrote all of Kylie's answers down on little sheets of paper, things that make her feel grateful or have gratitude. And whenever she's feeling lonely or sad, she can pull different things out of this jar. And we'll have her brothers do the same, so your whole family has all different sorts of things that make you feel happy written inside of there. All right, I hope you guys really try and make a gratitude jar either for yourself or with your family and are feeling really good this summer.
Good morning. My name is Christine Stives. I'm a speech therapist at Clara Westra.
And I'm Miss Mary Konstas-Nakhel. I'm a physical therapist at the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and I'm at multiple buildings.
And I'm Michelle Nin. I'm a preschool speech therapist at CMSD, and I also work at multiple buildings.
Today we're going to be doing yoga. Yoga is a beautiful form of exercise that has been practiced for hundreds of years. It focuses on stabilizing your core, working on strengthening, stretching, motor planning, breathing, and just meditation for relaxation purposes.
And when we're doing yoga, we want to make sure to stay safe. You can do some of the poses, and if you feel a little stretch in your muscle, that's okay. But if it starts to hurt, please stop that pose, sit down, crisscross applesauce, and continue to watch till the next pose, and you can try that one.
Now, if you cannot participate in certain poses, we're also going to be doing adaptations to some of these poses. So just follow along with me because I'm going to be doing a lot of the modifications. Also, if you are not allowed to lay on your belly for multiple reasons, like if you have a feeding tube or if mom is helping you and mom is pregnant, do not do any of the belly poses. What you need to start with yoga is you need a yoga mat. If you don't have a mat, that's okay. You can use a beach towel or any kind of towel. You can do the yoga inside or outside, anywhere that you can relax. For our first pose, we're going to be doing the dreamer. So we're going to lie quiet and still like we are dreaming. So lie down on your back with your legs separated slightly. Relax your arms on the floor near your sides and open your palms up toward the ceiling. Close your eyes and relax. You can pretend you're sleeping in a peaceful field of flowers. It's summer, the clouds are over your head, and you have no worries in the world. Don't fall asleep. So now that you're all relaxed, we're going to start with our second pose called the twister. We're going to twist our bodies in 2 directions. So you lie on your back with your arms at your sides. Lift your knees until they point to the ceiling. Stretch your arms out to your sides. Now drop your legs to your right side and keep both shoulders on the floor. If you can't rotate your knees to the floor, just lower your knees as far as you can. They do not have to touch the floor. If you can, turn your head to the left and look over your left shoulder. Now we're going to repeat the same thing, but looking in the other direction. So drop your legs to your left side and look over to your right. And that really does a great job with stretching those hips out, because they can get really tight when we're sitting. And relax.
Now we're going to try the beanstalk. We're going to pretend that our leg is the beanstalk that Jack climbed, if you remember that story. You're going to lie on your back with your arms at your sides. Stretch your right leg toward the ceiling. Reach up to hold your leg above or below the knee. Don't hold it on the knee. If you can, lift your head and your shoulders off of the floor. If this is hard for you, make sure to keep one knee bent while you are raising the other leg. We're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and release that leg down to the floor. And in yoga, what we do on one side of the body, we always do to the other side. So now we lift our left leg, grasp behind on your thigh or your calf, not on your knee. And if you can, lift your head and your shoulders up for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Good job. Now we're going to do something called the happy baby. We're going to lie down like a baby does. Lie on your back with your arms at your side. Lift your knees up to your chest. Place your hands over your toes. If you can't reach your toes, that's okay. Put your hands on your shins. Open your knees until they line up with your shoulders. Hold your toes or shins and push your feet toward the ceiling. Again, if you can't reach your toes, put a folded towel underneath your hips. This will help. Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Great, and relax. Release your feet to the ground. Good job.
The next one that we're going to do is called superhero. So we're going to lie down on our belly and stretch our arms out overhead. We're going to lift our left arm and our right leg off the floor at the same time. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to lower our arm and leg back to the floor as we lift our right arm and left leg off the floor. And hold for 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to repeat. So lift that left arm again and that right leg. 1, 2, 3. And now your right arm and left leg. 1, 2, 3. Very good. If you are unable to hold both your arm and leg up at the same time, you can raise one arm or one leg at a time. Okay, so now we're going to go into our mountain pose. For this pose, we are going to stand tall with our feet together. We're going to push our shoulders backwards and down towards our feet, and we're going to stretch our fingers toward the floor. Now, mom and dad, if your child stands with poor posture or has trouble standing up straight, you are always able to put your hands on the child's chest and lower back to cue your child to stand up nice and tall. And we're going to hold that pose for a few seconds. Stand up nice and tall, fingers reaching towards the ground. So our next pose is going to be down dog. We're going to start in table position, which means our hands are going to be directly under our shoulders and our knees under our hips, almost like a baby crawling. From here, we are going to we're going to curl our toes and push back and up into almost a upside down V. If you can't do this, feel free to use a stool or something else to help to hold onto as you push your heels towards the ground. We're going to hold this pose for a few seconds. We're going to stretch those leg muscles and try and push our heels towards the ground. If it hurts, don't push so hard. And we're going to release.
Our next move is called the tree. We're going to stand tall and strong like a tree. So stand straight and tall with your feet together. Place your hands on your hips. Lift your right foot and rest it just above your ankle. Do not put your foot on any ankle or knee joint. And turn your knee out to the side. Now remember, if you're unable to balance on one foot, you can do this against a wall, or you can put your foot down on the floor like a kickstand. And hold it and relax. Now we're going to be doing it on our other side. So stand straight and lift your left foot and rest it just above your ankle, turning your knee out to the side. And relax. Our next position is called the surfer. So we're going to pretend we are surfing. So stand tall with your feet together. Take a big step backwards with your left foot. Turn the toes of your left foot out to the side. Lift your arms to your shoulder height. Stretch your right arm over your right leg and your left arm backward over your left leg. Now bend your right leg until your knee is directly over your ankle. If you're unable to hold this position, Mom and Dad, please support your child at the knee and the back, because we do not want anyone falling. And relax. So now we will be doing it over the other side. So you're going to stand tall and take a big step backward with your right foot. Turn the toes of your right foot out to the side. Lift your arms to shoulder height and stretch your left arm over your left leg and your right arm backward over your right leg. Bend your left leg until your knee is directly over your ankle. Hold and relax.
We're ready for our next pose. We're going to go driving. We're going to sit down on our mats with our legs straight out in front of us. Lift your arms out in front of you at shoulder height. Clench your fists and rotate them until your palms face each other. Turn and move your hands and pretend that you are driving. Now, if you have a hard time sitting with this, you can take a towel and put it underneath your bottom. And keep driving. We're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Great job.
For our last and final pose, we're going to conclude with the dreamer. And that is what we started with. Because in yoga, you always want to end and start at the same place. So we're going to lie quiet and still like we are dreaming. But this time we're going to be holding it a little bit longer in order to breathe and relax. So when you're laying, you want to lay on your back, palms facing up. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in like you're smelling those beautiful summer flowers and out like you're blowing out a birthday candle. And feel your belly go up and down. If you need a little bit more of a visual for breathing, you can always put a little stuffed toy on your belly and watch it go up and down as you're breathing. Think of your happy place being outside, being at the beach. Just work on relaxing. And that will conclude our session today. If everybody can rise up. We hope you enjoyed today's session. These were just examples of a few yoga poses. There are multiple other ones that we can also be doing that you can look up on the internet, or when you go back to school, you can talk to your fellow therapists about, or your teachers. Thank you for joining us this morning.
We hope that you're relaxed. Thank you.
And now go make some shakes with our next session.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Lasley and I'm an intervention specialist at Riverside School, and this is my daughter. And to go with the theme for today's episode, Healthy Mind, Healthy Body, we are going to make a delicious smoothie. And I want to give out a shout out to one of my students, Hans. Hi Hans. Hans actually taught me how to make these smoothies on one of our Zoom lessons during the school year. So I wanted to share that with you. Good job, Hans. Okay, so you're going to need a few ingredients for today's recipe. You're going to need some frozen fruit. Now I have 3 different types of frozen fruit here just to show you the different types that you can buy from the store. This is a strawberry banana blend. This is a banana berry blend. And this is a mango berry with wild blueberries blend. But you could just get strawberry or just blueberry, whatever your favorite fruit is. Even peach tastes really yummy too. We are going to use this one. We're going to use strawberry banana blend. So I'm going to put these away. The next thing that you're going to need is vanilla flavored yogurt. You're going to need a blender or a mixer. And then you're going to need 1 cup of milk. You could also use almond milk to make it yummy too. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So the first thing that you are going to do is you are going to put 1 cup, let me move this out of the way, 1 cup of yogurt into your blender. Okay. So you're going to need a spoon and a measuring cup. We're going to open this up. Brand new container, and you're going to scoop that into the 1 cup measuring cup. Go ahead and scoop that in. Lay that down and scoop that in. There you go. All the way to the top. Okay, so show them all the way to the top. Okay, and we're gonna pour that into our blender cup. And just shake it, just get that out. Get that out of the way. Yep, and then you can take your spoon to get the rest of it out. Good. Then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take, let me backtrack just a little bit. These are frozen strawberry and bananas. If you want to use fresh strawberry bananas, that's fine. You would just need to add ice to this recipe, but since they are already frozen, you do not need to add the ice. So you're just going to take a handful, grab into the bag, handful, probably 2 handfuls. You have small hands. So. You think that's enough?
Yes.
Or do you want more? A little bit more? Okay. We're going to fill that up. And then the last part, you're going to add 1 cup of milk. We're using regular milk, but you could also use almond milk to the top. Perfect. And that fills that whole cup. Okay, you put that in the sink. Get that out of the way. And then you are going to close that up. Remember, if you're using a blender, they have really sharp blades. So you make sure that you get adult permission or you have an adult supervise you when you're doing this. Okay? We're going to move this. And we're going to put this in. Now this is going to get a little noisy when we turn this on. Lock that in. Okay, you want to get a glass out of the cabinet. While I'm opening this up, open this up very carefully. And this made enough for probably your whole family. And you're gonna pour that into a cup. And you know that Elle is my taste tester. Sometimes what you can do, you can put a little dab of whipped cream on top too. And see how that tastes?
Tastes delicious.
Delicious. Okay, hopefully you enjoy your healthy smoothie, and we will see you next week. Have a good day. Bye.
This is CMSD.
I am. Yo soy.
I am Cleveland's public schools. Wow, I did it. Well, I'm excited. Happy to be here. I'm happy to graduate.
Congratulations! I feel great. I'm about to graduate. I'm done. It's lit.
I'm super excited.
Aaliyah, Monique, Asia.
I can't wait to see what this class does.
It was a goal, and now that I'm finally accomplished it, I'm happy.
Well, our students have been really fantastic. This isn't what they wanted. It's not what I wanted. This is my first class that I came here 13 years ago when they were kindergartners, and I was looking forward to the celebrations more than I ever do. But we have to be safe, and COVID-19 isn't gone, and as the kids have gone through, they've just had joy on their face. They're honking their horns, their families are celebrating, and so we're going to make the best of this because that's what Cleveland does.
I'm just blessed that we still was able to do something like this to celebrate us, because this is a really big deal to get your diploma and just graduate.
I'm about to go to a whole new chapter in my life, college. It's different.
I'm very confident I'm going to accomplish everything in life.
I'm Lena, a student at Riverside School. Do you want to help our schools and city to get more money, but not spend it on penny? Do the census. Need more police, EMS, firefighters, and hospitals? Do the census. You think our roads need things fixing? Do the census. If you like parks and open spaces, do the census. You want to help others with food and health care, then do the census. I'm Lena, and stay safe and stay at home, and also do the census.
Hey Katniss, you know what you haven't been doing?
Maintaining proper social distancing.
Okay. No, filled out your 2020 census.
What's that?
It helps increase federal funding for the CMSD in this region based on the population.
Thanks for letting me know, but how do I do that?
Go to 2020census.gov and then hit Start Questionnaire, fill it out, and then you're done.
Thanks. I'll go do that right now.
Madam President, what is the 2020 census?
The 2020 census gathers data about the American population. The Constitution requires it to be taken every 10 years for the purpose of determining representation in Congress.
Why is that so important?
By filling out the census, it provides an accurate count of the U.S. population, which allows citizens to receive a variety of services.
Madam President, who does the census benefit?
The census benefits all Americans because it ensures that everyone is represented in Congress.
What does that mean for our future?
When you fill out the 2020 census, it determines your representation in Congress for future funding.
Madam President, how do American citizens access the census?
Everyone gets a census in the mail, or you can fill it out online at www.2020census.gov. Census takers are also responsible for counting people who may not have access to a computer or an address. Make sure to fill out your census.
This is CMSD.
I am. Yo soy.
I am Cleveland's Public Schools.
I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm in the Fulton, Memphis area.
My wife and I and our 3 boys live in Edgewater.
I live in the Lakeshore Collinwood Arts District.
I live in Camps Corner area.
I've lived in the West Park neighborhood for 21 years.
For 5 years.
I've lived in Cleveland all my life.
37 years.
Majority of my life.
All my life.
18 years.
Cleveland's great. I mean, I love that there's always stuff to do. There's so many free things to do with kids.
Best city in the country. I love it. I mean, it's a good city. The school system is awesome.
I think Cleveland schools are making great progress. New things are happening at CMSD, you know, I want to be a part of that.
So the Cleveland Plan was legislation that was put in place in 2012 to be able to transform Cleveland's public schools.
The change in the school district in the last 10 years is one that's focused on high performance, that's focused on providing school choice for families so they can figure out what school is best for them, and moving into a period where we're acknowledging that education needs to change for our students, for our economy, for our families, and how do we meet families where they are to do that.
The schools offer far more choices. They're more career-oriented.
All kids don't learn the same. All kids aren't interested in the same things. I like the fact that we do have those choices.
If your child needs a particular approach or needs in the kind of classroom to help meet their growth, I think the Cleveland Plan is about providing those options too.
I've just been really happy with the preschool here. I'm just so grateful that I found this school and that my child is here.
It's nice. It's very nice to know I can choose what school. I can have my options of going to each building and seeing what is the best choice for my kids.
When I did research, I was looking for the best schools that Cleveland had to offer.
The teachers are great. They work well with us. They constantly keep in communication with us, and that's really the key, is like that we're all involved.
It's nice to walk into a school and have them know who you are.
The structure of the academics is very, very rigorous, and I love it.
I am a 2016 graduate of Cleveland Early College High School on the John Hay campus. Choice for me was great because I had the opportunity to really take ownership of my education.
The high school graduation push and the increase is definitely a result of what the district is doing in order for the schools to thrive, because now you have better schools, quality schools, and when you can push that, students see that you care about them. Now they begin to care about their education.
We stand with 117 private colleges that are going to offer every student in the public school system of Cleveland, Ohio, free college tuition.
Say Yes to Education is an initiative in our city which offers wraparound support services to students and their families so that students can be most successful in their K-12 education. Probably the biggest headline of Say Yes is that it's going to offer last dollar tuition scholarships to students to any public 2- or 4-year institution, as well as accredited Pell-eligible career and technical trainings.
Families at this point have no choice to say that, oh, my child, I can't afford college, or I'm not going to send my child to college because that opportunity is there.
The barriers, the social, economic, demographic, all of the things that especially a lot of urban kids have to endure, which prevents a lot of them from prospering, are definitely minimized.
It's amazing. I couldn't be happier with the way Cleveland is moving up.
We are doing what we set out to do in 2012 with the Cleveland Plan. We are actually seeing results, and that's a great thing. It's an incredible accomplishment. We don't see this kind of growth in the urban district elsewhere in this country.
The children are the future. Anything that we do, we have to plan for them to get a great education, a quality education that is technologically advanced so that they're prepared. And with that preparation, you can't stop us, cannot stop us. So look out every other city because Cleveland is on their way.
In the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, we believe that teaching and learning should be
hands-on, engaging, and fun.
Real world.
Personal and culturally relevant.
Challenging.
We believe teaching and learning happened
when we work together with our classmates.
When we talk to each other.
We believe schools function best when they have the support from District Central Office.
A central office that provides specific supports to each school and recognizes that one size does not fit all.
A central office that bases support on best practices and our feedback.
A central office that utilizes the strengths of teachers and leaders across the district.
At the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, we believe
all children can learn and achieve at high levels.
Our graduates must possess skills like creativity and innovation,
critical thinking and problem solving,
global citizenship,
communication.
In the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, we believe that all students must graduate career and college ready with the skills necessary to fulfill their dreams.
Wow, I did it. Well, I'm excited. Happy to be here. I'm happy to graduate.
Congratulations! I feel great. I'm about to graduate. I'm done. It's lit.
I'm super excited.
Aaliyah, Monique, Asia.
I can't wait to see what this class does.
It was a goal, and now that I'm finally accomplished it, I'm happy.
Well, our students have been really fantastic. This isn't what they wanted. It's not what I wanted. This is my first class that I came here 13 years ago when they were kindergartners, and I was looking forward to the celebrations more than I ever do. But we have to be safe, and COVID-19 isn't gone, and as the kids have gone through, they've just had joy on their face. They're honking their horns, their families are celebrating, and so we're going to make the best of this because that's what Cleveland does.
I'm just blessed that we still was able to do something like this to celebrate us, because this is a really big deal to get your diploma and just graduate.
I'm about to go to a whole new chapter in my life, college. It's different.
I'm very confident I'm going to accomplish everything in life.
This is CMSD.
I am. Yo soy.
I am Cleveland's public schools.
I'm Lena, a student at Riverside school. Do you want to help our schools and city to get more money, but not spend it on penny? Do the census. Need more police, EMS, firefighters, and hospitals? Do the census. You think our roads need things fixing? Do the census. If you like parks and open spaces, do the census. You want to help others with food and health care, then do the census. I'm Lena, and stay safe and stay at home, and also do the census.
Hey Katniss, you know what you haven't been doing?
Maintaining proper social distancing.
Okay. No, filled out your 2020 census.
What's that?
It helps increase federal funding for the CMSD in this region based on the population.
Thanks for letting me know, but how do I do that?
Go to 2020census.gov and then hit Start Questionnaire, fill it out, and then you're done.
Thanks. I'll go do that right now.
Madam President, what is the 2020 census?
The 2020 census gathers data about the American population. The Constitution requires it to be taken every 10 years for the purpose of determining representation in Congress.
Why is that so important?
By filling out the census, it provides an accurate count of the U.S. population, which allows citizens to receive a variety of services.
Madam President, who does the census benefit?
The census benefits all Americans because it ensures that everyone is represented in Congress.
What does that mean for our future?
When you fill out the 2020 census, it determines your representation in Congress for future funding.
Madam President, how do American citizens access the census?
Everyone gets a census in the mail, or you can fill it out online at www.2020census.gov. Census takers are also responsible for counting people who may not have access to a computer or an address. Make sure to fill out your census.
This is CMSD.
I am.
I am Cleveland's public schools.